Hello and welcome back, everybody, to another episode with your Wranglers franchise, and we have missed the playoffs in year one. There are some building blocks on this franchise to build around a solid young top four defenseman. Top six is looking more and more promising, but I feel like we are going to have to give it an upgrade. Goaltending on paper should get us to the playoffs, but for some reason, it's just not working out. So hopefully Philip Gustafson can find another groove in year two, and we could find a solid, reliable backup, or we wait for our young rookie goalies to fully develop. Now looking at prospects that we could go after here, looks like we could have a top 10 pick in the draft. We are going to have a few second and third round picks, so I definitely want to try and get the best value we can get. Cameron Schmitz, early second rounder. Zachary Morin, someone we were looking at on the left wing there. Parker Holmes, 6'3", 18 years old. Kind of fits the mold already with their team. Some bigger winners here. Good for the playoffs. Gabriel Dagg. Drake Hill, another late round power forward. Can play a two-way game. That's also not too shabby to have. Maxwell Gill, Yuri Slavlov, could be a 6th-round steal. Justin Carbonneau, I feel like he could be a 3rd-round steal. Nathan Bem, he's kind of dropping down, but if we can get him in the late rounds too, that would also be solid. I wouldn't mind that draft class at all. Jasper Kuta in the 7th round is someone that we were looking at as a potential. 6'2", 18 years old. Ivan Rybikin, someone that we've been looking at possibly taking with our first pick. Jake O'Brien is there as well. Eddie Genborg later on if we do decide to move down in the draft. But you got Carolina and Vegas going at it in the Stanley Cup final. That would be an interesting one to see. That's a pretty good matchup. Carolina up 2-1. Trying to finish it off here. 3-1. Vegas. Oh my goodness. They stay alive. Forcing a game 6. Can they force a game 7? They do. Winning 4-1. In style. Alright, game 7. And the Hurricanes have won the Stanley Cup. And 20 years apart. 2006, 2026 they win this cup. Well, 2025 I guess. So 19 years apart. Florida, Vegas, Colorado, Tampa. Austin Matthews taking some hardware. Wins the Art Ross. Him and his mustache take home the heart as well. Morgan Riley wins the Norris. Nylander, Lady Bing. Oh my goodness, just call him the Toronto Maple Leaf freaking MVPs. My goodness. That's a lot of hardware for Toronto players not to win a cup. Sorry in advance for any Leaf fans. Now Sidney Crosby winning the Selke. Lindsay back to Matthews. And the Richard Trophy. What a year for Austin Matthews. Wow. He was feeling it. Alright. And we are going to be picking 8. So we don't move up or down. St. Louis goes from 3-1. Utah jumps down. And all in all, looking pretty solid. Looking at retiring players. Backstrom. 1,000 points in his career. He is calling it quits. Lindback and Grosnick, the goalies, are calling it a career. Alright. I do want to make some moves. I would like another top 6 forward in this lineup. Higgins goes to the Blues at number 1. Interesting move there. We were thinking of going after Mason McTavish. He would be a solid possible future first-line center for us. And we have an offer here of Doc, a first and a second. And they are going to accept it. So Doc, short, very short-term stay with the Wranglers, but we upgrade our center position and get a big player in McTavish. Solid two-way forward, similar to a Ryan Getzlav, and he's definitely a leader. And the Ducks get Louis, his replacement with the second pick. Finish center. Schaefer going to the Mammoth. Well, that's what we're going to call him now. not the hockey club. Misa goes to Philly. Roger McQueen to San Jose. Matone to Montreal. All right. I was kind of hoping Porter Matone could drop to us. Malcolm Spence is there. Victor Eklund. Rybikin. Definitely some interesting options. Eklund. Definitely a lot of hype into him. Spence. He's very tempting. We have enough power forwards, though. I'd like someone to set up the play or finish it with a sniper. 2-year ETA, similar to JVR. Jane Van Riemsdyk, not a bad player. No hate towards him. But we have enough players like that. Ivan Rybikin, playing in the KHL, similar to Marcus Naslund. I like that. And the ETA 1 year away. He's closer to playing in the National Hockey League. Lower potential. Spence and medium elites. But we have enough power forwards. So Rybikin it is. Alright. I like that Marcus Naslund comparison. Spence goes to the Jets. That's a good fit for him. Now, second round. There are some players all available still. Tayshaun Aitchison, a hard-hitting defenseman. Got some size to him. Time he's ready. Some guys will be a free agent, so that's going to be a good fit. Second round pick. All the way in the later rounds here. Who we got? Luke Powell. Lewandowski. From Germany. Possibly. Will Sharp is there. He was someone that we were thinking maybe third round pick for. Dominic Pavlik, LG Mooney, all in the later rounds. Carbonneau, I think we're going to go with Carbonneau here. Just in case he's gone by the time our pick is up. All right, we'll go with Justin Carbonneau. Well, undersized forward, but we'll take him. All right, 71. Who do we got? Sharp is still there. Okay, that's good to see. Yeah, we'll take our first defenseman, I think. Will Sharp from the Kelowna Rockets. Him and Aitchison. Some solid defensive prospects. Why not? Beef up our blue line prospect pool. And now pick 8. Who else were we thinking of here? Lev Tretzin. No, he's a little small for a center, 5'8". Kind of be more on the wing. If we could. Lose Jack Ivan Kovic. Gabriel Dagg, 6'5", 18-year-old goalie. Get another goalie in our system. We get another Justin Pogge, Tuukka Rask situation. Why not? 2 solid options. Whoever doesn't pan out can be a solid trade bait. We're fine with that. Now in the 5th round, who do we got? Dahl. We were eyeing him. Clark Schaefer. Pardal. Or Jani Aaltonen. You know what? I'm thinking Dahl. Why not another Swede? Evan Gallant. No, we're not going to take goalies of back-to-back picks. Schaefer's there too, right-handed shot center. But a possible future sniper. We'll take our chances with Dahl. Alright, and 23rd pick of the 5th round. We got finished goalie there. Sundqvist. Patrick Kirkola. Kirkola. That's how we pronounce it. Johan Josefsson. Torsten Pearson. There's definitely a lot of Europeans in later rounds. But Ben Radley, 17 years old. Pretty close to top 4 potential. We're going to take a chance on Ben Radley there. Just because he's still 17 years old. A lot more chance to develop. Alright. Now, what do we got available here? Yuri Solovyov. 5'9", sniper out of Russia. Why not? Can we get another Pavel Bure or Pavel Datsuk in the later rounds? Round 7. All right. Who's going to be the diamond in the rough in this draft? Maxwell Gill is there. Ludvig Gunderson is a possibility. But I like Derek Scott. He's got an X factor, 6'4" center. Why not? 4th line center. Best case scenario, we'll take it as a 7th round pick. And that will do it for the second draft in this franchise, as we have some young players in the system that could make a huge push in the near future. Now getting all our RFAs all qualified up. Most of them's going to be returning. Some we could use as trade bait in the offseason, just trying to boost ourselves. Harris, Ratty. Those players might just be stuck in the AHL. Not look like they're growing too much. Merkulov, just more AHL depth. Henriksen, acquired in a trade, but we just don't need him. Finley, we're going to let go too. He's not growing. And now we got Soderblom as an RFA. He could be a solid backup still this year, so we'll qualify him. Gustafsson is a UFA. So, looking at Bjorkstrand, McCann, Loof, Brown, and Chwalski all leaving. If he's going to want under 9, sure. He wants under 8. Only a 3-year request. No clauses. And he's going to accept it. Alright, I'm fine signing him to that deal if he can live up to his potential. Michael Haig. He is going to accept the offer. Alright. And his teammate over in Europe right now, Jordan Perron as well. Perfect. Now Nielsen, up to 66 overall. We'll get him on board as well. Madison Leslie will let sit and develop. Maybe he can get up to closer to a 70 after one more season in the dub. Yegorev, growing quite well. Now has some room in the AHL to develop as a backup. Maybe a couple of years down there, and he's a starter. Now the free agency class is interesting. Ovechkin, John Carlson, Kopitar, Adrian Kempe, Wallman, Alex Tuck, Bjorkstrand, Lowry, Zuccarello all seem to be the top free agents. Trent Frederick is there, but he's not really going to be an 85 overall, is he? Ryan Lindgren, someone to possibly boost the top 4 D-man group. But with only 10 mil cap space, I think I'd rather go for one bigger name in the forward group here, just to help boost our top 6 and kind of have a nice revamped offense, honestly. If we can get a depth D-man, third pairing veteran for under $2 million too, that could be an option. But forward-wise, I think when we're looking big fish. And Alex Tuck, he has strong interest in coming to Houston. He fits the mold of the Wranglers, big and tough, will pound you till you drop. I'll let that sink in. But Tarasenko too. We have enough third liners. Bjorkstrand doesn't look like he's too interested in coming back. So Alex Tuck on the right wing. He wants a no trade clause, and if we can give him $8 million a year, will he come to Houston? He definitely wants a 4-year deal. He'll be 33, which is manageable. No trade clause. Let's see what he can do. Oh, and there you have it, Alex Tuck. Welcome to Houston. And this is going to be a fun new offense. So with Tuck on board, one player is going to have to get kicked off the roster here to make some room. Asmussen, not really living up to his hype, but he's still a solid bottom 6 forward. Be consistent in his career. And Calgary, with a 3rd round pick and a prospect, I'm thinking might be our best option. Not in our division. And how is this Hunter Lane? This could be a Rasmussen replacement. 6'6", 201. So he's got the size. He just needs to add a little more muscle onto him. So we'll be fine with that trade. And now we got some more cap to get that third pair and veteran D-man. A man that's won a couple Stanley Cups, Nick Leddy. Someone that'll help lead the young D-man. He's coming aboard. So looking at the free agency signings so far in year 2. Some interesting names on the move. Anthony Mantha going to Boston. Martinez to Anaheim. Nyquist to LA. Buffalo delivered an offer sheet to Joshua Wall. We're going to match that. No problem there. Pittsburgh got Emil Benstrom signed. Luke Shen going to Calgary. Skinner, San Jose. And Tarasenko to Pittsburgh with Taylor Radish. Interesting. Wheeler going to Nashville. Holla to Minnesota. All right. Cam Fowler to Montreal. Weinberg to Washington. Wow. All right. McCann going to Colorado. JVR to Nashville. Trouba going to Detroit. Yeah, all right. Detroit's making some moves. Maybe they're in the playoffs next year. Dudas and Savard to Carolina. Lindgren into Rangers. Line to LA with Yanni Gourde going to Nashville. Via Suter going to Calgary. Rossi signing a long-term 6-year deal. And Kempe going to San Jose from LA. Wow. That's a kick in the nuts to the LA Kings. So looking at potential future lineups for year 2. Tuck with McTavish. And Perfetti on line 2. Cooley, Bennett, and Besser together. Greg. Kotkaniemi. And Maverick. Bork probably on line 3 for Tropchenko. Just get some of the youth on the line 3 there. Tropchenko. There's going to be some depth for us. Whenever there's some injuries, we'll take that. Janmark, Drury, and Peltier together on the 4th line. All right. That's looking pretty decent, people. Now Sandin and Pesci together. Romanov and Spence, I think, is going to be the combo, and Leddy and Bernard Docker will go together. I think that's going to be the best combination on defense right now. And we are going to name Sam Bennett the first captain in franchise history. This guy knows how to win. He's a compete artist. He just knows what to do to win. Gets under people's skin, puts the puck in the net, makes hits, lead by example. And we will see you guys next time in year 2. Bye, everybody. Peace.